Asampaetia. Obayansa puso obunuye wankana asam. Tema futu sam kakre wa supeme. Yo kofi, omani ya woman, omani ya mamana. Yenyi baby ako, wachata ya wareni. Wonsom, wanyinyi pa, asade pa wofioye. Demo yembera ye, ebe ya efuyana. Omaya umano, omaya mamana. Ati waya nura, yamitata, yamana renya. Wonsom, wanyinyi pa, sawaya wanabe. Demo yembera ye, ebe ya efuyana. Wonsom, wanyinyi pa, asade pa wofioye. Demo yembera ye, ebe ya efuyana. Amabeya efuyana, amabeyo. Asitebeya efuyana, oh. Amabeya efuyana, yana. Kemo yemberaye, abeya. Obrayu aramo, amabeya efuyana, emina. Kemo yemberaye, abeya efuyana. Ese amabeya efuyana.
Amandishe mwajo mwakwa badiba Yensom dwumadie so ye kai mo se ene joda anwumre so yasan ehye biom wo Yensom dwumadie so ye ba behwe Ghana nsem a edi atwantwie na poso na afi yatoa so aye mpensempensemu se mensaka mabedwafo enyina sabri me kai mo se ye twagu o Facebook ko Facebook live a ye wo ho ubihu era one radio ho sanso na wo call YouTube nso a era one radio e wo YouTube nsa be kan enye ho nko a ubetumi nso atie yen afa modern Ghana kwa na wahwehwe era one radio sara nso na ye wo app ubetumi a download app no na afi wonam so de etie dwumadie ebi sabre ye kai mo se mo so mfukwa bi e na matra adwamu a mede nsem a edi atwantwi wo Ghana memu na poso ebremu nanu a yetra ase no ebeto odwa se Accra Psychiatric Hospital yaton e de ama timamuni bi a anka wo be nsem no kiremu a wo besi bibi foforo wo ho a enye aspiti na we na nsem no beto odwa no osofo a wo hwe apomudin so owura kwaku agima menu di beto odwa se enye nokre na enye no krese waton asase no de ama onipa bibre bia na emu no de wo ye ne se omampani ene aban no hyehyɛ bi a watu din se agenda 111 a waye se obesi aspitis ahodo e wo Ghana no eno na enam so ama wode saa hospital no ama contract se womra na wo mesi hospital dan foforo a ebefa nipa be se ahanu eni eduno enipa woti weja a wo ben bia bi a wo frɛ no reservoir eno ewo nkraman mu no nso saa bredie ba bi a wote no usuro kese na abɔ wɔn na usuro a abɔ wɔn ne sɛ wɔn a wɔnam kuntunase ekwan so de obroni frɛ no illegal kuntunase kwan so etu enwea ewo bia ho edikosi adan ne ade no afa saa kwan no so atutu anwea bebre ama enam so ama edan ahodo a ewo ho no se base nsuo to a na enu nsuo na twi afa so ama eho nyina atutu enti saa bredie wo suro se wanhwe yi a esan se wotete people so na nsuo no ayiyi de obroni frɛ no galis anase ayiyi monka ewo ho no wanhwe yi a na daachi bi no edan ewo ho no dodo no a adwiri egu owura Daniel Kwaku Botwe a oye omansoafo edema important aban ye kan local government na fe nso osanhwe aban nkurase impuntuo eso rural development enso de ato mensin assembly no anim se wɔn se wɔn kasa bɛfa kwan bi so ana abɛfo kwan so etimi enya aboabo sika no de ayɛ edi wɔn dwuma wɔ brɛko a aban enya mfa sika emre wɔn no wɔkyerɛ mu a sɛdeɛ da bia saafo yi ɛhwɛ ɛtena sɛ aban mma wɔn sika ansa na wɔdi dwa no wɔdi dwuma no ɛnya ade a ɛboa ɛno nti ebeyi a wankasa wɔn pɛ kwan bi a wɔbɛfa so a wɔbɛtumi apɛ sika ɛde aboa dwuma hodo a wɔdie no wɔn sɛm foforɔ mu no nipa bi a wɔte asɔkɔre sɛnkye a ɛwɔ Kumase ɛman no de betu dwa wo ebra abeto dwa se ebra yes ye ekwan foforo ama won no timamufu a wo ho bi no ebo nketenkete a akọ lorry kwan ne nchen no won de watwe Sophie ene praye ene niema saa na wakọ na wo prapra boa no a wodi ekodi dwuma na eno na wona wo ye saa no otimamuni ba kokodu ho na afi otwe camera anase otwe photo si won so no twa ye de begu wiase entintan kese ne so na eno na ebeto edwa no na ebeda adie no enkrofo bebre kaseti ase timamufo no so etobiri bi a yeduebo se aban aye ne ekwan fefefe se edi amamo na afi de mu betimi aye ne se ebo a egu ekwan ne nchen no mobekọ na makosisa na afi ochina obehwe na ekwan no atutu na afi yan asa begina ho abeka se aban no enye kwan no anase aban na wo so oye kwan no maye na we na mpanifo kiremu a wo se betumi kura nke hwehwe won a odi sa adwuma no na afi ye chi won na ye de won kogina emra no adrawofo ku a ye frɛ no Concerned Drivers Association enso de ato aban anim se sɛdeɛ petrol ana fango buo kwa na ekosoro no aban betumi anka wonye hu bibi na eso entimra form sesi aye kasa die petrol no wo Ghana no se wo fa liter baako a ya kodu CDC edu se emru CDC dumpo ni saade a eno na driver fo edi beto aban anim se wo momode a na wonye hu bibi na entimi emwaye Ambassador Alhaji Said Sinari oye National Vice Chairman edema NDC no nso ede ato omampani nana adankwa ene aban no anim se omomode no mfa kwatikwan bi a obefa so na afi mmabunu adwuma a wonya nye no obehwe kwan obefa so a obetumi aso ano esan se Alhaji Sinari kiremu a saa niema we no eye ade a etimi di oyene eba omam di oboni fe national security issue no nti womomode nse wobeye hu bibi na atumi aboa Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited enso enam Ministry of Trade and Industry eso ede wonsa ahye krata bi ase a adwumako bi a ewo Singapore ebeba na afi wabesi trade fair site no foforo yebeka ya mfie beye miensan eko enum ni eko enan ni na aban no ebubu saa bia ho na oye se ope nkrofo na wasi foforo na aye de efe esen kane ede no na wo kiremu a krata wode wonsa hye ase no enam so di sika beye America sika no opepepe baako $1 billion ene beba na afi wode abesi saa bia no foforo ewo enkran Mrase bejani a owo achimsu eduro mpesuaso owura Kennedy Osei Nyako enso ede abetu dwase wona wotete Ghana di oboni fe no government bungalows ahodo ni nyina mu no won abraso anase won modern se wobetua di oboni fe no rent anase edan akatua na wo kiremu a saafo no nyina etete aban bungalows mu a wontua sika bia emfa ma aban no emmoa emma aban no sikasem no enkoyie eno nti ewo se saa bra ye koidie obiara a wote aban bungalow anaasɛ bungalow mu no ɛwɔ sɛ wobɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛtua sika a ɛwɔ sɛ wotua na atumi aboa ama ɔman no nso anya sika de adi dwuma ahodoɔ a wɔbɛdie. Amanfoɔ yɛtwa yɛn ho akɔgye nkratoɔ aba na ansa na yɛbɛkɔ akɔgye nkratoɔ no yɛkae mo sɛ One Radio na wotie yɛn na wohwɛ yɛn nso wɔ Facebook. Woma yɛn kɔgye nkratoɔ mmra.
Hello, beautiful people of Ghana. This is Banahine Specialist Hospital. We are so excited to announce to our people Ghana that we are finally opened and we are accepting patients. At Banahine Specialist Hospital, our extraordinary physicians and nurses are here to provide a high-quality medical service to our extraordinary patients. Our services include primary care services, maternal, neonatal, and pediatric services. We also have an in-house pharmacy. We have x-ray and laboratory services available to you. Come to us for all your healthcare needs and you will be happy you did because we believe the health is wealth. Thank you and stay blessed.
Wade ba dwumadie no so yɛsan akae mo sɛ yɛtoa nsɛm a yɛnya napɔso ɛso ansa na afei yɛafrɛ yɛafoɔ ama yɛabadwafoɔ abɛtena ase. Mpanimfoɔ bi de abɛto dwa panin a odi mu kan paa no yɛ Dr. Steve Mantia a ɔyɛ co-chair ɛma Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative. Enso eno de abetu dwa se ekwan a sese ye fa so aye free SHS ana de oboni frɛ no free SHS se entoaso suku ye ma mmofra akɔnokɔ a wontue sika bia no wo se eye nhyehyɛ a enka eye pa na enso kwan a ye fa so edi sika ehye saa nhyehyɛ ni mu no ye ka financing policy no enye ade a eye de oboni frɛ no sustainable ana se ye betumi atoa so aye ne saa ɛwɔ sɛ aban trase na afei wɔyɛ ɔhwɛ n'akyi obu nkɔmfo kɔhwɛ n'akyi di oboni fɛ no review no na ɔhwɛ kwan a ɛbɛfa so a sese yɛbɛtumi atoa so ama saa adwumadie no akɔ yie ɛnyɛ ɛno nko a ɔmansoafoɔ a wɔhwɛ amanɔne nsɛm so meka Foreign Affairs Ministry ɛnso ɛde abɛto dwa sɛ aban no ɛnnim ɛnsa ɛnni saa Bulgaria embassy edan a obubu ye no na wokyire mu a enye ade a eye aban anase aban ensa ewo mu bi na eno na owura okugyeto abrakwa ede betu dwa se da bi o ne hwehwemu ne ntete ya wate no owura doctor yaw edu amankwa a oye aban ayi no se onni dwuma bi wa aban ni mu no ne ntete ye mu kire se ono na ɔhyɛ akyire a ɔyɛ nneɛma a ɛte saa nti ebetumi a aban no enye hwehwemu na sɛ ebetumi a wɔnkye papa no na afei wɔmfa no nkɔgyina asendibia na onyina no sɛ ɛyɛ a ɛdan a yɛsie a ɛyɛ Bulgarian embassy wotumi kɔɔyɛ na wɔkɔbubu no ɔman de hyɛ me nsa aka me panelists anaasɛ omo a meni omo ye mpensemu Dr. Opoku Ajiman na me say di kan aka no Dr. Moakwa Abadeba Yensom dwumadie so
yaja Kobi yedawasi say wadi kan ayi enim bi aduam
Dr. Eneye yenkotew ye bresua di di kan pa me pese ye hwe no eye foreign affairs disaster Ghana ya anye ne baako ya ye ne mienu na ekoba ne saa ya na ha adwen uhu se per Geneva Convention no se oman bia ebeye embassy ewo woman mu a saa enclave no becomes the territory of that country as well eno nti na se obehwe a edu akon mu a nkrofo timi dwane na omakɔhye saa embassy ho but kuntimi nkotache won because omafiri oman anim wo hu se de tie no na ye mfie mienu nie ye te se Nigeria embassy nipa bonfo bi ko dwirigu ɛyɛ hwehwɛmu na de kosi ye ne sɛ ɛsɛ aban de kyɛw pa kɔma Nigeria aban na afei ɔgitum sɛ ɔde ɔman no sika sɛbe ye ho kyere yɛn no ɔbɛsan fa ɔman no sika de akosi saa Nigeria embassy no sisi America sɛ wogusu si enka ɛno a enso hɔ da no yɛda sɔre ya obi asan kɔ bubu Bulgaria embassy kyerɛ mu a watɔ hɔ meanwhile Bulgaria embassy nso kyerɛ mu sɛ ɔmo ni wɔn a wɔde asase ma na Ghana ban a wɔde asase ma wɔn no ɛwɔ 50 years agreement a ɛnso yɛ nti wɔn mu hu die nti a ɛwɔ sɛ obi timi kɔ ka sɛ watɔ asase na Bulgaria embassy yɛkɔ bubu no so no nti no akɔyɛ asɛm bi a ɛha adwen kakra we don't know who is behind what is happening but in your perspective no say na wo because me dey say obusa me ameka say omo ya ma de animguase kakra abrɛ ɔman no
ya Kobi me no ɛyɛ adwene baabi a wo adwene kusi bia de me mini kan chia otiefo nso sɛ otiefo nyina baabi a wo bia no sɛ ya no pa amaakye awia nso ama ha anade nso amadwo am sɛ wo sɛ bia waka ma jot point be mi sɛ bia me comment kakra ho na embassy land bia yinim sɛ ɛnyɛ part of the country part of the embassy no country in the land me no ya adwene ho ɛna omo agiato omo nso mbakwa akububu ɛdan no I think say my best bet ni say ɛsɛ omo dom mo ne ɛdan no wɔ bet bi a mo de kokot na mo trash enema no ho dan say we take a law no upon yourself na bakwa akububu dan extreme violation of a law say bakwa akububu bi dan without going through the court processes and me gidi say a very bad behavior Ghana for be picking on themselves say make me bubu down because we are me say no and I think that it should not be tolerated in the country.
Yeah, doctor, me how kakra emma sasemu we eyi ni say bori first one a buy Nigerian government any Nigerian Senate no they were very upset. Now they said so many things about Ghana. It took President Akufo-Addo to call Buhari to calm tempest. So mimi enye dan na omabubu keke. But say ye sign di yesika ekosi dan na man no. So up to now no omuntimi ma out to match ye say kwesi ama ana akwadwo ne di say adwuma nti ye de ne kokot say de wo ka no. So ena ebie mu esensi nka mimi ma dwen ne say ka see first no. Say bia ye ehwehwemu kwa akire ne ehu de oye saa de ne ye de ko gina akoto a. Enka ebia bebo the next person ni hu who said that you go on to me some mark forward and some Bulgaria embassy. In fact, Sautie foreign minister of Bulgaria said your Okasa no Okasa to Geneva Conventions say it's amount to war. Say who encroach sana. They say it's amount to say why attacking the other nation, you know. So and my point is say who is there? Why na share chire and all yes man. And say government no nim say enye onye part of that whatever is happening here. Obia wo share chire no en say animanim ya wo de won ba bonche na o ma yehunu na ye de won ekugina ai court.
Ko bi de tell me say wo ba koye boni abontin a wo papa no na ye responsible. Enti untimi me fa ba no nko say wo ba na ye boni enti no say o me fa no nko say de bia o be fa no kra bi di echi enti no I am not surprised say o mo attack government no. I'm not surprised about that, but the issue ni na ni say legal system in the country no probably has some kind of integral issue. We say like they now can if I heard you well omo nkofobia ko contest say assassin your media
Who to be specific, but according to Omo and Omu demolish assassin, actually, more also be say what. But
yeah.
Also, Oman Fadi and Tuja. I don't know, MP for North Tone say on only Munu, a year opening beer or what burning more by now man a Juma, your friend Dr. Educhumbi. Allegedly, or no now only Munu appointed to honor. because government na se obeka ye no ontimi nkyere ye mpefe say eye kwasi ana ama na edi se adwuma no because aye no say yan takla ebe yesa.
Yeah, me know yeah, you know say a drew and some bar until say you prove somebody say on the and won't be money this on the that is probably why so delay no cost. But what I'm trying to say is one more demolish it at the end of your chilomina. And won't mean go demolish will be the imra will be my authority man. You need a town and country planning a year notice of the amount. You need court order. You need all kinds of order before you can go and demolish something. I believe, sir, if they have all this information available, they'll be able to track the person or this argument. Now the government should, as they are doing justice, and the government should play justice with that person. So they, oh yes, because like the Bulgarian ambassador no can, who say, who will be kruma, you want war. Who could be done without any notice, you want war. A burden on the yard in its entity, no, a state. And you know, when you go there to temper with the state, now it means you want to create war between them. But let's thank God say we have a good president who can go and intercede with this. And go dear him now. Say there are some syndicates be Ghana because of their corporate interest in the whole country Ecofaka. So when now know be what assassin was go on the right procedure, not discuss wasn't. And go there about affecting the totality of the nation, now affecting resources. And you know, Onipano, yes, I don't know what create problem to the country. And you know, the government should deal with the person if he's captured. Okay. But my mom here say. Since I will be in Akwakubu down there, the person might have all this information that I've given in order to go there and do it. So they should track that thing and get a person who went for the authorization for that demolition.
Okay. Doctor, you say nipa be miensa ene de abetudwa including ye senior journalist Kwame Sefakan, Dr. Kwame Bedu Entwibu Esiakon a ono nso educationist enso de abetudwa. And as I say, Dr. Steve Mantiao, and so our co-chair, Emma Ghana Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, and so the Abetupia. Now, one was more walking and say, considering or minor, a hochira yakumu, ewo sikasem hono. I don't know the Omadrin Muno Nanka, I was say, Brasso say, ya ye free SHS no bear 5 years. A brasso senka ya tenase. Na ye boom compoko chi. Na ye hwe enema bi a ye betumi asesa wo mu na se de ye betumi aye no san se wo kire mu a sika ewo mu no ade a ade a edoso enti ade a ade a edoso enti nyade a ye betumi atoaso aye no se de ye na da bia na aban no de sika ahye I think say in a year no be 1.8 billion and I de share sa sika nim ye de share sa ade nim nti no na wo kire mu say ye nhwe kwan a ye befa so a ye benya ehyehyɛ fufuro bi ana say ye benya bibi ye be ya emma eka no nkoye kese ma aban na da bia wo say wo boss a eka no.
Yeah, me know yeah, you know. And yes, yeah, 5 years. A quite way is a wood trap. Now, presume say what you are 10 years. Who call certain years be a set would die when you watch it. Now, share baby a chia, baby a ultra corner say a straight line. Baby a what could do say baby a here no here, quite baby a person if I know and I'll do no more. And no any friend assessment. And it you know the government in its own shoe, no. Oh, my main crest, how do you say if you want? A woman said, the President Akufo-Addo now, or this initiative number. My view is it has become a national, kicker, That means a property of the nation, the UCC. And you know, as I say, we must set a committee a ongoing and ongoing and long-term evaluators. The ongoing evaluation will look at the necessary things be a woman a year as we continue the years we free. Now, long-term for now, as it goes, be at the end of 3-5 years, you evaluate your dealing and you have to change this. And you know, I do say, yeah, 5 years, not as a plan, not indicate, say, at the end of the 5th year, we have to evaluate it and see, say, as I see, see, begin to say, a year no me no mean na adwene na ade ba ko a ehia ni say all this American European they started this free education, but at a certain point in time no one would say anya enipa ni nyina na so nya free education obi won man na sabe oye dwuma na ni papa no usika mbetimi atua bibi those guys no one fast free education ma one and na obi won so a na oni bi kura they get full free education. Oh, and also related to another so many things. Tax payment in the come into play. And you know, about so a very broad committee, not almost almost share send your name as you and a point is no a point of this basic council a question as I won't look at it. Sika where you the quiet then. The money do what the money was sent for. Nina and some evaluating. It might be say many perform and some within a year. It has come to a time says that if the government really wants to continue with the free education, they have to evaluate it and where amendment is required. No my amendment.
Doctor, say broad consultation. But I think say before 2020 elections, no, there were people, albeit they were from the other side of the political divide, were saying, say, we need to review this thing. So review it because one will say, if you are in government, you might not see what is really happening on the ground. And say, somebody brought this thing up, say, even in the feeding, there is a gap by what one say, a man for making money out of the feeding system. No one said they Ghana your program in as a 40. So, said you will come in, but sometimes no, my politicizing and to the extent say a bass some no suggestion free other side. He's only opposed to the program in China or Casa. But not from investigation, evaluation, those from the other side, no so they say, yeah, say, you see, and broad. And the broad name means say both opposition, both in government, CSOs and chiefs, everybody should be included in planning in reviewing it. What was that? I think say especially feeding, said the kind a horn say aban no hwe ni yie e na omo ade omania to form yie e bia omo moka said the omo boka say no e na te say e bibi te say day students na ye ma omo aduane no so no we could look at it some way. Say day students no ye betimi aye bibi na fe ye the income levels so abehim said the wo kan ade ye hunu say we no mu even me ka say the last time our finance minister kasa wo free education ono ankasa kan say he can pay. And people are to say, oh no, who the reason why I say about pay man. But because I say he was a finance minister, you know, maybe a man for because say almost person almost some program into the almost cancer no. Well, finance minister can other people from the other side and so can now civil society organizations can say a do bread was a
Kobe me know ya na sa free education and you be a back country on my no invisible and I say a conditioner be a honor aboa enima bebre any feed in him aboa ni a mass some kind of market be cost war can't you akua for class so enya benefit bi why am I saying this and say on say woman import to aduane bebre na de man kwala no emu a akuafo dua beans akuafo dua but dia omudia tomatoes omudia airpron na mane na first na nke airpron. It has been directed into this particular area of the feeding kwala school mo, which is very important because we know ye adwuma so hu nye obi monitor. But sikana omu use the year,
Exactly.
Ghana, we have to be more integral. Yeah, your integrity, never be questionable. So now again, no so adeba ko I mean say how we should see I can say adebia in the national interest like education and demand kwala. And so more partisan.
Of course.
And so more politicize idea. Because some politicizing now you are looking for the downfall of the country. The first obidia bano enche say ono what they ba young na man ebe enjoy ebe bring the country together ebe man kwala na hu na de ebe ma school no ekuro no oman na nkase mu no o educational standard across no nti ase ebe yadwuma wo na obo be president next time na Ghana nyina young na ti asemase a your government is going to go straight and smoothly for you. Anything as I say a trust in your dream idea ye national interest biano ye chai politicization of those things no and no na e kum oman no so and no na e say oman no and no na e bu oman no so and this ya nwene anya sa de we na da bia ye be politicizing niema emfa nkoso emma oman no muda nti ha no aha ba bia me pese me drop kakra na me pache wo na wo kase ndi ma me comment kakra na wo ka bibi se mpanimfo no omodan omuntua omodan ka anse semete ho ya
Doctor ho na nka me be say em say aban no de pese or de ba say wona wotete bungalows mu no won sha se ntua dan ka esan say ebia na e wo ho da but na omo mfa mra no nya adwuma na ebia omo ko menya mra de ma anase so mpese omo se mra foforo de ma won say otia government bungalow mo a say utua ban utua ka won say doctor ho no ensem bebre wo ho because wo hwe omo a omo titi aban bungalows mu government agencies no mu ne ade no a wo behwe na omo de electricity ka na nsen ya bem se da no uko de twa mu ana bibia tesa na electricity corporation akọ airport mu a na yakotwa omo light mu so ho omo de ka na omo twitwa government MPA Ghana National Petroleum friend say authority almost no omo de ka yakotwa omo die so ho enti no I think say it's about time I say you take a real look at all those things ni benefits na ye de ma mpanimfo no na ebe ya niema ni bi wo ho no mo a ye curtail because nipa na ye man rent allowance ye man travel allowance ye man we ni ye man petrol free ni ye man car free minister bia woni car Land Cruiser or ketwa baako oji accommodation allowance oji bia clothing allowance oji watchman allowance oji co menene allowance it's too much and the be country na bedu say we sika say mu I don't think so we can continue to sustain that thing no nti ya no na omode eba app ka ho asem
when me also my propose idea with that I'm say obekaya ma kan ha several times we line you say niema bebre ho no ma you're taking for granted and Ghana for be enjoy at the expense of others
yeah.
But I say any government banks which the average electricity usage water usage when me am tie krasi and as me rent will be if you 1 room and 2 bedrooms and there will be a tea bungalow no one na e use nsuo bebre
but
one na use electricity bebre
bungalow
one na or the drainage bigger
bungalows because the more people you have the more room you have the more people you have in the house
and na omo krona nkasa nso no womo na omo gi allowances ni na oh I cannot understand say what if you na yetua oka yama odan na team so your government official edan na ye ama wo no edan na ye ama wo no ese utua dan ka utua mu niema nyina ka ade bia ba yisu no bia you have to pay it empo no say any official duty and now qua or gas out the wook as I say utiaka.
Yeah.
So and this if the government really wants to work effectively, now say we get it workers of good integrity. I'm going to give an example. Now me work Kintampo Health Training School. Me teacher ni ana of school so friend Dr. Mensah. Sir Dr. Mensah, I studied a lot of things from him. The chance on my director of the whole WHO research center at that point in time. Also another director with school. Now he has a car. Car no what he uses the car for is a tuni car no if in fear bed a jumma. Na wa parking the car no. Adwuma bia oya ode abanka abayadwuma oye bia ode abayadwuma ye owie opompe na ode apake abanka no na watran kem na oba ne fie. Such a person almost say no more so inferior there no more can be a verify but he was an integral person, a person with integrity, a person or some person or their buying bibi. Now I think that running school no by any that was where it was. Until I was a car GGB their name out the buying because people are abusing the government's resources in na yasaya ko yachia ko kaya a buy no ye and I'm sure to keep Ghana way. I just specify. I said, look, don't blame Akufo-Addo, don't blame Mahama, don't blame anybody. Blame us. You have to blame ourselves because yenye nipa ye no kwarefo. Ye di adwuma ma o say ye. And I say what kwaji adwuma na o ye. Ye tua oka. Wo lati be wo se mintua me ya ba adwuma ntimi ntua. Ana excuse me to say, ya him for no fukura omo ebi no omo fie, omo so omo ntua letter bill. City chairperson omo ntua letter bill. Omo ntua water bills. Na obi a no osori okoton body e wodwem no, ono ba no betia letter bill. Tua bills as you are we trying to be fair in the country?
Oh, doctor, me here say mumfiwa no, but I wish that no me kan wa ha me say article 71 for no. So ho. Omo de yen aye hanam na omo de yen po won se. Because at the time now omo be increase omo pay by 74% no. And if I say article 71 EFA MPs, EFA government officials, EFA judiciary, just almost corporate persons, akese Ghana, Juma akese agencies near the authorities or more fall under that article. No. They increase their own salary. Well, and then they told the local people, said you work, you want our church idea near the end, say, Modi, you have 4%. What was that? And I think it says the disparity is too large. Our system no to the extent said, essence okuta abanka antino, oko a year. A bra or a year na se na the driver ticket no ja engine so because of person we ba na emunu ayenyu year said the be out trema e ho hye no. Enti se obedi 3 hours wo a year na se a 3 hours ni na car ni engine so. Ufo se se nko no ankasa ni car no de ko ya obeja engine so sa. So you know, we need to look at some of these things because as na etwa amai timamufo na say be omo lower rank no na etwa omo yam nti omo so finding ways and means of making ends meet. Na fe no na ma corruption ni ba bebre because o show pani no odi nanim no hwe life a o leader na ono no wa ase na say be meka say adwuma no ye dodo no na de income no ba no na ono nya bi a ono so be fa kwati kwan bi obefa so no so wa free.
On the Kobe, you see leadership by what?
Example.
Leadership by example. So, and you know, so when I am a leader, na wo fa kwan bi so anya ho a. As I said, mention me for kwan bi so no menya me. So, leadership is if the leader is not showing any tangible or reasonable example to the people, he's the one or influencing all the issues in the community. He has become the pivoter Obia Heno. And then when it comes to the point, say, Waba, what do Kaku see one more? Gas, a jackrass who nuna. Obia Bedru Obia asks, who is this person? So let's put this aside near here. the generality of the whole country. No. Oh, Obia, you know, ebesi penny bian, and Obia pepenia goody because they see, say, in penny, no, a source of getting money, a source of getting peaceful mind. Knowing very well, say, the office no is a very good office, but the integrity of the people working there is questionable. Yeah, the argument shows it will be by your card as well 20 cities and 20 pesos. Now would be a count or the question I mean, what you also have to understand yourself. Say near agent, say some country. Don't give anything to anybody. Or demand the crowd, don't give it to him. Or cash one, yeah. I mean, you can take the person to the appropriate office. If they don't care about it, stop it. Don't do it. Oh, and to say integrity should come between the person, the consumer, and the receiver, and as the provider. Oh, and the young now we have become part and parcel of the deal, no. And the other day I said, young cat, maybe call a mission cat, which call us men cat, and no na comma offices ning as ISR, call Nakodi electric bill, or call it or Mausika to but no job now. Another thing is that Obi on Mokra or connected electricity on G permission. No connected electricity in Swakonifi, or Twin Swakonifi, now or Nums, you should electricity at the expense of the nation. And your man getting to have come together and our boko out. You see, I'm a country, no, your home actually. And you want to say, young, I better send it from the behavior now, you now you're watching one after the other. The country cannot move.
Yeah, doctor, finally, yes, sorry, Nkunyaso, I say, yes, sorry, so no. Me who trend be or Ghana Parliament say, and I'm worried. I'm worried because no, especially those on the government side, no, they are more concerned about re-election than doing government business. Why am I saying that? On 2 occasions, Omako ehwa omantimi and form quorum, but it is assumed say one our opposition there, I say be am form but the what government government no see making sure say government business goes on. What is happening is say because of so yes branch elections near the no say hona sa voters no be vote ama MPC na say for na or primaries in the most of them, majority of them has gone into their constituencies, leaving the government business in Accra, and then they go and sit down, and they don't have the quorum, and so they have to leave the government business unattended because of Supreme Court's recent ruling. It is they go by the letter says I tell you to me and ye be or require for mukuro because one for mukuro na moya it is mawia entina yapon no ma soreko entimi bisa say one ya wa omo absentee omo self ne ade no oman no ye ni hise bia ye betimi dia hold wom say ebia betina brochire busumi bebre omo mpesa on beko back but they are still MPs. Emra no so wo ho a e wo say bia after certain number of sittings no ye declare onipa no akonya vacant ana bibia ji sa na ye hwe nipa hofro no obefa na yetumi ekoye nim wo yamanyo ana say ensise mu about government business mo. Well, your take on that? Me ma obe me hwe me 2 minutes. Me ma 2 minutes on that.
Okay, the dika no obi aya elect no hedina akọ parliament no ni etimi enka bibi kase bi amfa no. That's the first thing. He was elected. And this and the Pacono, or betting Akabibia Fano, this and the constituency, and the betting Akabibia Fano, would I think there almost signatories be certain amount of signatories be, and no betting a petition. Yes, and once some can add in cry. Unless said, the constituency and a biana or reason beer, a biana, a Quabias Manum can celebrate no national, obey me to Obama or something like that. So the bill also there, and then the government can take the issue up. But Uncle Bassana said, or no, I have 2 about no about there. Constitutional policy, a war parliament, more constitution no use no no and no na obetimi a step on the aka bibia but kwa party na ofrim ba no e a lot of say in that you know wo ya to aba ma wo ntimi enko ho no de wo masem no aya an din ne kan din kakra e ma wo no
Doctor, from the constitution, or see if you absent yourself 15 times without 15 sittings without permission. So 15 times. Absent yourself 15 times, and was see a declare will sit vacant. That's what the constitution says.
Yeah, but Kobe, the outcome a bit my baby and any park permission be free, but you know the coin. Into the aquatic permission, acquire you 15 times a non-avoid.
So, but my point is, say, for how long can somebody stay out? Because look, we have elected him or her, Obia or what parliament be and said you can and I don't know, say if there is minim bibi or constitution abia e ma kwan say the constituency no betimi ageda won aye bibi a friend no vote of no confidence and bibi it is because you are depriving your constituents.
Yes, that is what somebody should initiate. So when we said ya elected now for almost one quarter of the year no unsi parliament on man somebody in the constituency should initiate that. So you can vote no confidence no confidence in the person no? In the sense that you're voting for one call. I know there and that's what I was trying to say. It is very hard for a parliament to say anything apart from the person is still a parliamentarian because he has been elected to do that. But let's go to the next point. Nana Wokano. When we say about any constitution, a problem can see a constitution was problem. Now I think say the constitution need amendment. It need a review and amendment. And it parliamentarians no one behave with the behavior now because there are a lot of loopholes in woman. Now let me just say this thing before maybe the whole thing comes to an end. We say Ghana, your system of governance no, and you're well defined because you see a core capitalism. Your capitalism and I say you distribute your power to the local levels. That I don't think it's true. It's not true. Because look at the hierarchy starts from Accra. Whereas the hierarchy, if you look at that kind of, they are looking at what they think they are doing now. And get a started free village one. But the hierarchy started from Accra. Which means you did Accra without authority. And that is how I see the government. And so if they want to share the authority, they must share it all the way to the bottom so that the bottom person will have a mouth to do something in his locality. Rather than say, oh baby, this or Babina crown or regional office and and the development it can never happen smoothly. So still are depending on Accra for anything that we want. Now, anything I'm a constitution, will be all no man. Or if Accra bar, but you have to find somebody in Accra to talk to him. I think that's not the right thing.
Doctor, every say a tear for say, but I must say, when I'm a bread, a buy and a fee, a yen pensive. Said there be a mecano, Ghana, and one near my eye war. And we should never pray, say Ija and tall man. Nemo, I was see a bomb pie, say Yamibe boy, no matter what it is, no matter how we see, say, a democratic government, no, whether say a dent or home, and I say a incompetent and whatever it is, no. Is better than a dictator or a coup in the country. And I say war be breaking in the country. Rome was not built in a day. Yebenya hitches no kakra kakra, but ye koye nimo a ye refine and near mano. Ebedu baby a ebeye ye. So usom na minsumi somua. I think say yebenya a better Ghana to say ye better na ye proud of say ye my edie. Yema moniti a adeshe.
Asampaetia Obayansafo so obunye won kana asem. Te ma futu sam kakre wa so peme.